श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदाहृति श्रीवासरंग परकाल मुनित्रयाप्त लक्ष्मात् परक्षणित्युगागमान्तम् आचार्य भक्ति परिपूतमनर्गशीलं गोपाल देशिक मुनिं गुरुमाश्रयामः व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्ते पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे सुखतातं तपोनिधिं व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः. Shri Vishnu Sahasramam stotram is such a powerful stotram and it is a panacea for all diseases. It grants us all benefits both in this world as well as in the Sri Vaikunta Anubhavam, Moksha Samrajyam. It grants us. Swami Sriman Narayana, the Lord himself says that Soham ekena slokena stutayeva nashamshayaka. One slokam is adequate for me to be pleased. There is no doubt about it. Have no doubt about it. One slokam alone is enough for me to be pleased with your stuti, with your praise. When that is the case, why do we have to recite 108 slokams? It is because he gets pleased and we are also enjoying the glories, the divine anubhavams, the divine namas, the vaibhavam and the mahat, the wonderful, the swarupa, rupa, guna, aishwaryam of the Lord. So when the baby tells one word, the parents get enjoy. They get so much excited. They have a bliss, anandam. So when the child baby sees that the parents get enjoyment, listening to the gibberish language of the madalai of the baby sees that and they keeps on repeating because it sees that the parents are enjoying. Similar way, we have to give a gibberish babble of these stotrams so that he gets more pleased. The Divya Dampati get more anandam. And with their pleasure, we get Kaikaryasri. Eternal service, the anandam, the bliss, the mokshanubhavam, and as well as the worldly benefits, Aishwaryam, Sakala Aishwaryam here in this world. For us as well as for our generations. So let us enjoy the 60th slokam. Bhagavan Bhagahanandi Vanamali Halayudaha Adityo Jyotiraditya Sahishnur Gati Sattamaha. The one-liner, it says Bhagavan. He is the one who is fit to be worshipped. He alone is worthy of worship. Bhagavan. Bhagaha. Bhaga. It means he who is having the auspicious qualities. What are those qualities? What is the meaning of Bhaga? We will come to it later. Nandi or Anandi. Nandi, he who has Nanda as his father. Nanda Gopan Kumaran. He is the son of Nanda Gopa, the Krishna. Tripavai, first verse says Nanda Gopan Kumaran. Yashodai Ilam Shingam. For Nanda Gopan, he is Kumaran, very, very obedient, faithful, Nalla Pilla Sadhu Kuzhandai. For Nanda Gopan, Kumaran. Whereas for Yashodai, Ilam Shingam, naughty, mischievous boy. Andal enjoys. So Nandi means he who has Nanda as his father. Anandi, also there is one more interpretation of this name. Because he who is Anandam. By just looking at him is Anandam. He himself is the personification of Anandam. Vanamali, he who has the Vanamala garland. The Vanamala, the flowers plucked in the forest and made into a garland when he had a Krishna avatar. That is why we have Vanamali Gadisharini. Halayudaha, one who has the plow in his hand. In Balarama Avataram, he has plow in his hand. Or the Lord, one who has the plow because he is the Udavan, he is the farmer who plows the land and gives the Jivatma as the field, harvesting the Jivatmas to grow. Adityaha, he who has son of Aditi in the previous birth, in the Vamanavatar. Adityaha, son of Aditi. Jyotiradityaha is the indweller, the Antaryami of the resplendent sun. Paranjyoti, he is the most resplendent one. Sahishnu, he who is sahichified. Sahikka mudila, we say, right? He is the one who has enormous patience. Whatever aparadams we do, he is so patient. He who is endowed with enormous purumai, patience, he forgives. Gati Sattamaha, he is the best instructor, is the best preceptor, the Pratama Acharyan in the path of Dharma, in the path of Sanatana Dharma. Gati Sattamaha. These are all the one-liners. So when we go to the deep meanings, Bhagavan, he who is worthy of worship, he who knows the origin and end of all of us, he who takes us all during the pralayam and gives us back during the evolution. See, Parasara Bhattar interprets the Nama as referring to his being worthy of worship. He is the only one who is fit to be worshipped. The word Bhaga, which we will come to it in the next Nama, refers to 6 attributes. The word Bhaga. So, he is Uyarvara Uyarnalam Udayavan Yavan. Thiruvaimozhi, first Pasuram, Uyarvara Uyarnalam Udayavan. The unparalleled, most auspicious Kalyana Gunams he is endowed with. And he is the one, Sri Shankaracharya mentions that Bhaga refers to the 6 Kalyana Gunams. What are the 6 Kalyana Gunams? Aishwaryasya, Samagrasya, Viryasya, Yashasaha, Sriyaha, Jnana Vairagya Yogaschaiva, Shanna, Bhaga Itingana. Vishnu Puranam says, he who has Jnanam, Balam, Aishwaryam, Viryam, Shakti, Tejas, 6 gunas. He who possesses these 6 gunas is called Bhagavan. Bhaga means the 6 gunas. The one who has these. So, Aishwaryam is called Lordship. Aishwaryam, Viryam. So, here Aishwaryam, Viryam, Shakti, Tejas. So, here we have in this, the Aishwaryam is talked about, which is knowledge, Jnanam, Balam, Aishwaryam, Viryam, Shakti, Tejas. Knowledge, power, strength, supremacy, valor, the valor, the strength, the Viryam and effulgence, Tejas, is absolutely bereft of anything limiting or defiling. The word Bhagavan is associated totally with these qualities: knowledge, power, strength, supremacy, valor, effulgence. Jnana, Shakti, Bala, Aishwarya, Virya, Tejasmya Seshataha. Bhagavas Shabda Vachyani Vinaheya Gunadibi. Absolutely bereft of anything limiting or defiling. So, Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashasaha Shriyaha Jnana Vairagyasoschaiva Shannam Bhaga Itirana. The Bhagavan means one who possesses Bhaga. Bhaga is the collective possession of 6 qualities of supremacy, valor, auspiciousness, knowledge, detachment and renown. One who possesses this is Bhagavan. So, even Alavandar, Yamunacharya mentions in Stotra Ratnam, Vashivadhanyo Gunavan Mrujus Suchihi, Mrudur Dayalu Madurastira Samaha, Guni Gunagnya Twamasi Swabhavataha, Samasta Kalyana Gunamrdodibi. I heard that once Srimati Indira Gandhi in her speech referred to this Alavandar's Stotram, highlighting the fact that the Supreme Lord can be absolutely pure. He is absolutely full of all glories, unbounded and unlimited. She mentioned in one of the speeches. So this is Bhagavan. And then we have Bhagaha, he who is possessed of auspicious qualities. So as pointed out in the last nama, the one who has the 6 attributes. Bhagaha. And here the 6 attributes also means he is called Bhagaha. He reduces the vastness of his creation by contracting all the entire universe into himself at the time of dissolution. As a small baby reclining on the banyan leaf, he is taking the entire universe, Anda Shanda, Anda Sharacharam, Brahmanda, Akilanda Koti, Brahmandam. What we have is the Milky Way is only our Milky Way galaxy. There are millions of such Milky Way galaxies. And the Chaturmukha Brahma for our universe, there are very many Chaturmukha Brahmas under his creation. They say, the Shastra says it is equivalent to an insect in a fruit in a tree. The Chaturmukha Brahma is like an insect in a fruit in a tree. The insect thinks that it is the only insect in its world. But there are other fruits in the same tree. There could be other insects in the other fruits of the same tree. There could be other trees, and there could be other trees in the other world. So there were very many Chaturmukha Brahmas. That is why Akilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayakan. That is why Brahma Uvacha Sagasra Koti Yugadarine Namaha. Brahma says, you are there for Sagasra Koti Yugam. Whereas Chaturmukha Brahma is there only for thousands of his Chaturyugam. Then another Brahma comes, another Jivatma becomes a Brahma. So that is the way he is Bhagaha, one who takes everything. Then Nandi, he who has Nandan as his father, or one who is Anandi, the blissful by nature, also because of his prosperity, also because of the 6 gunas. He is always happy by association with his devotee. We never see Krishna in lesser anandam, lesser bliss. If Rama cries by being separated from Sita, it's all acting. It's all, the Oscar award goes to Rama and Sita for being such a great actors. Because they know that Sita, they are Sarveshwara, Sarvajna. They were only playing the Leela. That is why Swami Desikan mentions in Dasavatara Stotram that you played, you had a natakam of the Dasavatara. And she also became the heroine of the individual avatars. All because of Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Dushkritam Dharma Samsthapanarthaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge, in order to protect the sadhus, and as a byproduct killing the enemies, and to establish the dharma. See, Bhattar interprets the nama Nandi as referring to Balarama also, because his father is also Nandagopa. Bhagavan, who was Samkarshana in the Vyuha form, took incarnation as Balarama. Whereas Shankaracharya interprets this nama as Anandi. He is ever prosperous. He is ever rich. His nature is bliss. Sukha Swarupatvat Anandi. So Anandi, that is the one. So here, so beautifully, Nandi or Anandi is to be enjoyed. Vanamali, one who has Vanamala garland. Vanamali Vasudeva. He is Vanamali because he is adorned by the Vaijayanti garland, which is the presiding deity over the Panchabhutams. Swami Desikan mentioned that Yirubhuta Vanamalayaha. In Vishnu Puranam it says that there are Panchabhutams and there are Pancha Tanmatras, the 5 elements in their gross and their subtle form. For example, the Prithvi, up, Tejas, Vayu, Akasha. The Prithvi, earth, up, water, Tejas, fire, Agni, Vayu, air, Akasham, space. These 5 elements, Panchabhutams, have got the 5 subtle elements are called Shabdam. In Akasham, Shabdam. Because that is why we pick up the signals, Shabdam. Whereas the Prithvi, the Vayu, Sparsham, touch. And water, Rasam, taste. Fire, Rupam, form. And earth, Gandham, fragrance, smell. So sound, touch, taste, sight, smell are the respective subtle elements of the Panchabhutams. Vanamalai literally refers to the garland made of flowers that grow in the forest. For the purpose of making it, 5 different colors are used, and 5 different colors of the flowers are plucked, and they are connected by the string, and that string is the subtle element Shabdam, Sparsham, Rasam, Rupam, Gandham, sound, touch, taste, sight, smell of the Panchabhutams, which are tied down to become the universe, and that become the Vanamalai for Vaikuntanathan. So these Panchabhutams and this Pancha Jnanendriyam, our Pancha Indriyam, the 5 organs of ours, these 10 become the Vanamalai. They say, Irubhutam Vanamalayaha, Halayudaha, one who has plow in his hand. Halayudaha, Halam, Ayudam, Asyati iti, Halayudaha, refers to the incarnation of Balarama. Whereas Parasara Bhattar refers to the agriculturist with a plow in his hand for the prosperous growth of the Pancha Mahabhutam, the earth, water, etc. Adityaha, son of Devaki, who has Aditi, because Devaki was Aditi in her previous birth. So son of Aditi and Kashyapa in the Vamanavatar. And it also means, Aditya means he from whom moksha is obtained. So this is Aditi. Then we have Jyotir Aditya, the resplendent Aditya, one who resides in the sun. In Sandhya Vandanam, we say the indweller of the sun. Dhyayasata Savitra Mandala Madhyavarti. At the end of Sandhya Vandanam, those who do Sandhya Vandanam will know. He who glows like the sun, he who shines like the sun. His tejas is that it makes the sun look like a dark spot. Sri Bhattar's Vyakhyana. Because in Mahabharatam, the Krishna put the chakra in front of the sun and the whole world became dark. And hence Jayatrathan thought it has already become night and he came out. Immediately he removed the chakra and it became day. So Arjuna killed Jayatrathan. So that is why the Bhattar Vyakhyanam is, he is wonderful. He is equivalent to the million suns. So he is Koti Surya Bhaskaraha. He is the cause of the brilliance of the sun. Dhyayasada Savitra Mandala Madhyavarti Narayanaha Sarasijasanaha Sannivishtaha. He is the Jyoti of the Aditya or the sun, the Antaryami of the sun. In fact, there is a say Bhishasma Dvatah Pavati Bhishodeti Suryaha. Because of fear, the air blows, the sun rises. Fear of the Vishnu, Mahavishnu. Because he is the indweller. Do your duty, come out, rise. And there is also Vedaha Metam Purusham Mahantam Adityavarnam Tamasah Parastat Sarvasya Dhataram Achintya Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasah Parastat. Bhagavad Gita, 8th chapter, 9th Slokam. So he is the Jyotir Aditya, Sahishnu, he who is endowed with enormous patience, he who forgives, he who suffers patiently for us with perfect detachment, he who conquers his enemies, he who willingly accepts the offering of the devotee. So Sahishnu, he is the one who is sahichified. Aparada Sahanat Sahishnuhu, Bhattar Vyakyana. He puts up with all kinds of aparadams. Shishupalan, he was allowed to scold 100 times. Shishupalan. Ketpar Shavishudu Keenmai, Vashavugale Vayum Padam Pagaivan Shishupalan, Tatpal Adainda Tanmaya. Thiruvaimani Nammalvar says, when Krishna was abused, scolded by Shishupalan, even the likes of Duryodhana, Duchasan and Karnan, they could not even hear the horrible words spoken by Shishupalan. So they closed their ears, unable to bear the acidity, the animosity of Shishupalan. And still, at the end of 100 scoldings, he sent the Chakrayudam and he killed Shishupalan, and Shishupalan attained moksha. Why he attained moksha? In spite of his scolding 100 times Krishna, because he said 100 times Krishnan Chara Choran, Krishnan is the butter thief, Krishnan played with Gopikas, Krishnan tells lies, Krishnan did the mischiefs in Mahabharata Yuddham. All that he kept on saying. In saying that 100 times he uttered the name Krishna, and hence he attained moksha. So even when he is scolded, the Lord forgives because he uttered his name. Such a aparada sahanat Sahishnu. So Sahishnu. So when he even forgives, we should praise him, recite Vishnu Sahasramam. And even Ramanuja mentions in Sharanagati Gadyam, Mano Vakkayaihi Anadikala Pravritta Ananta Akritya Karana, Akarana, Kritya Akarana, Bhagavata Pachara, Asahya Pachara, Rupa Nana Vidananda, Asahya Pacharan, Arabda Karyan, Anarabda Karyan, Kritan, Kriyamanan, Karishyamanam Cha, Sarvan Asheshataka Chamaswa. Apacharams performed through thought, through word, through deed, action. Papams committed through the infinite number of birth. The infinite papam accrued from the performing papams that are forbidden, that are prohibited from the Shastras, that from not performing karmas that are prescribed in the Shastras. Performing karma that are prohibited, not performing karma that is prescribed in the Shastras. Apacharams committed towards him, towards his devotees, varieties of apacharams. We committed the apacharam that cannot be even tolerated, cannot be even forgiven. Those apacharams I have committed. Those that have already begun to give me fruits, already having effects on me, those apacharam. The papam that I have committed in the past, the papam that I am committing now, the papam that I am going to commit tomorrow, in the future, for all that please forgive. Ramanuja says, he never did all these things. He said this for me, for Adiyan, for me, for us. So Bhagavan forgives all these without any leftover if we unconditionally, unflinchingly, with unconditional Mahavishwasam surrender to him. And then Sahishnuhu Gati Sattavaha, the best instructor in the path of Dharma, the best among the refugees, the ultimate support and the greatest of all beings. Gati Sattavaha. He is the best Acharya for Dharma. He gave us the Gita. He gave us the Vedas. Atra Nalla Vagai Kattum Amman, Thiruvaimani says. So he is so wonderful. In fact, one more information I wanted to add. In Tirukkural, the first verse, Akara Mudala Eduthellam Adi Bhagavan Mudatre Olaga. Bhagavan is the Sanskrit name. But in Tamil, he uses the word Bhagavan, Adi Bhagavan, primordial Lord. And Parimal Alagar, the popular writer of the 11th century, he traces the root of the word Bhagavan to Bhagam, which is a Sanskrit word, and he writes that it refers to the 6 Kalyana Gunams of the Lord. Adi Bhagavan means the first Lord. According to Parimalalagar, Thiruvalluvar seeks to establish the presence of the Lord by saying Adi Bhagavan Mudattre Ulage. The world that has the Adi Bhagavan, the primordial Lord, as the first Lord. The primary stress is on the world, not on the Lord. That is because the very existence of the world that we see is because of the existence of the Lord. People would say, where is God? We may not be able to see Him, but the very existence of the world is because of the Lord. Adi Bhagavan Mudattre Ulage, the world that has Him as the first Lord. So, when there is a smoke, means there should be fire. The fire may be underneath. The specific use of the word Bhagavan in this verse establishes the primacy of the 6 Kalyana Gunams, Jnanam, Balam, Aishwaryam, Viryam, Shakti, Tejas, enshrined in this word Bhagavan. And the last one he says, Piravi Peringadal Ninduvar Nindar, Iraivan Adi Sheradar. Those who have crossed, those who will not cross the world, the ocean of samsara. People will not cross the ocean of samsara. Okay, who will cross? People will cross. Iraivanadi Sherdar. So here he said, people who do not surrender to the Lord will not be able to cross the ocean of samsara. Piravi Peringadal Ninduvar, they will cross. Nindar will not cross, who do not surrender. Beautiful verse. So negation, he says, people who do not perform Sharanagati to the Lord will not be able to cross the ocean of birth and death very many times. That means people who do Sharanagati would be able to cross. Adiye. Acharyan Trivadigalaya Sharanam. Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Dhanyos.